Alright, let's get into this video. My name is Tommi Rosenthal. I'm a 25-year-old singer, songwriter, musician from Israel. Today I want to talk to you about finding the best creative partners for you. So why am I making this video really? I've been through a few tough experiences lately that taught me a lot about working with people, and I would really like to take all those lessons that I've learned and to put them into something useful, like letting you know what to do and what not to do. First things first, why are you doing the things you're doing? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself, why are you putting a band together? Why do you want to do this project? What is important to you and makes you move forward in life and makes you want to do the things that you're doing currently and find the best partners? Find partners. Why do you want to find partners? Really sit down with yourself, write it down, figure it all out. Ask yourself those questions in order to get a better perspective and a better view over the things that you want to do. This will really help you further in the process and making the best decisions in your project, with people, with partners, whatever it is you're doing. The why is going to be the core of everything. The next thing in the process is finding people who want to work with you and asking them, why do you want to work with me? Why are you here? Why are you doing this? Why do you want to be a part of my project? This will help you understand whether they fit you or not, whether their aspirations, their goals are the same goals that you have, and you can really understand their point of view better. I want to recommend the Start With Why book by Simon Sinek. It's a great book and it will help you learn so much about this subject and understand why you need to start with why with everything that you do in your life. Okay, let's talk about values. What are your values? What do you appreciate in other people? What kind of values do you want your partners to have? What kind of people do you want them to be? Ask yourself that before you bring anyone in, and once you do have some people that you want to interview, really try to understand what sort of people they are by asking them what is the work environment that they imagine. You really want to try to understand the sort of environment you want to have while working on this project, what kind of people you want to work with. Do you want it to be like a very strict environment? Do you want it to be a very fun and loose environment? Just think about the values that you're into and the values you want your partners to have. What might happen if you get partners that come into this project from the wrong reasons? There's a lot that can go wrong, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you a short story about myself. And this story starts when I was in music school, and so did the person that I took in to work with me on my music. We met. I thought he was making this really great music. We had similar tastes, and by the time we actually sat down to work on my songs, it's been almost 3 years. So a lot has changed. I didn't really check to see what has changed. I was just trusting the fact that I already know him and he's working with other people that I know, so it must be okay. Now, let me tell you, that is not a good foundation to start your work on. I only found out we were there for the wrong reasons, for the wrong whys, a year and a show later, after I sat down and I thought, like, why this thing is not working for me? Why is everything so difficult? I realized that I want this thing from one reason and he wants it from a whole other reason, and it's not going to work. So I had to break everything down, start from scratch, and believe me, this is not easy, and it's not something that I want any of you to experience. It's really, really difficult to start everything from scratch after putting so much time and so much money, and it's just a very frustrating situation to be in. Next thing I want to talk about is, who is the boss in this project? Who makes the final call? This is really important. Again, when you bring in people, you want them to know what they're getting into, and you want to tell them what is it that you expect of them and what, you want to hear what they expect of you, so that everything is based on communication. Now, if there's this group and everyone has their own equal say in things, then you need to find a system that works in this situation. But Usually when there's a project, there is someone that is on top and makes all the final decisions. And if this person is you, then you need to set the record straight right at first and tell them that. Another thing I want to talk about is the things that your partner did in the past. You want to make sure that you have similar taste, or that you know exactly what this person is doing art-wise and creative-wise, and that you like it and that you really want it in your project, and not just taking this person in because you already know him or you heard of him, because no matter how famous and great he might be, it doesn't mean it's gonna fit you right. Now let's get into the one thing that everyone really likes to talk about: money. Now I know this subject is kind of sensitive and not a lot of people like to talk about it, but this is a must. Money is the one thing that we really hate talking about, and the one thing that if we don't talk about can cause a lot of trouble. It's not the one thing, but one of those things. When you take another person to work with you, you need to tell them if you're going to pay them, how much, does it include tax, are you not going to pay them, if you're going to pay in the future, when will it happen, etc., etc. Make sure it's all clear and it's all written down, which brings me to my next subject: contracts. Contracts. No one likes to talk about contracts. Contracts are scary, and contracts are a dirty, dirty word. Well, no, it is the word that saves your ass, believe me. Of course, I didn't work with contracts because, I was hoping that we are all here for good faith and goodwill, and that everything is going to be magically okay when we get to the serious talk of rights and stuff like that. And it didn't go as magically well as I planned. And don't make my mistake. That's all I'm saying. You need to make sure you're covered, and your partner needs to make sure he feels covered in this contract, and that you're both feeling good and safe to start this work. Believe me when I say that I know how you feel if you have not done this before. If you've never written a contract, especially not with a friend or a partner or someone that you just want good vibes with, right? Because contract is usually something that we feel is in case something bad happens, and you're saying, no way, nothing bad is going to happen with this person. Well, I think that a contract is sort of keeping you from getting to the bad place, if it makes sense, because you both know you have something to lose and you both know you have something to earn, and it kind of keeps a better environment and makes everyone feel a little better and safer. To sum it all up, I really want to say thank you for sticking all the way to the end of this video. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked it, and of course the subscribe one if you want to stay tuned to my channel. I would really, really love to see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye!